Hey guys, this is Cheyenne with Soft Crochet Times, and today we're going to go over a tutorial on how to do the half double crochet stitch. I do have another video that covers this, however I have gotten some requests to do another video that goes over these stitches exclusively in their own tutorial, that way they can be dedicated a little bit more time. So today, the only materials that you really need is a yarn and your hook. Scissors are also helpful, but those are always helpful. So what's going to be different about today's video is that I'm going to be using a pretty big hook. This is a 6.5 millimeter and some pretty thick yarn. This will make it a lot easier to see and a lot easier to follow along with that, I hope. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first part of crocheting, as we always start out with, is a slip knot. So in order to do a slip knot, you just wrap the yarn around your finger, make a loop, and then push the part of the yarn that's still attached to the skein through the loop, and then just pull the tail nice and tight, and then you have your slip knot. I'm just going to go ahead and trim up the end of this a little bit so I don't have that hanging so long while I'm working. And today we don't really have to worry about any loose ends because we're just doing a little swatch, so I'm not going to bother sewing in the ends. That can be for another video. Today we're just focused on how to do the stitches. So in order to start the stitch, first you have to make what's called a foundation chain. And a foundation chain basically dictates how wide your piece is going to be. You can make it, or you can increase the size or decrease the size with different stitches later on. But for right now, we're just going to do a little swatch, and I think I'm going to start out with 11 stitches. And I know that sounds like a weird number, but I'll show you why in a minute. So to do a chain, you're just going to yarn over. That's what this is called. Taking the yarn and putting it over your hook, yarn over, and then you're just going to pull it through that loop. See that? That's your first chain. Alright, so let's do it again. Yarn over, and pull through the loop. Yarn over, and pull through the loop. Yarn over, and pull through the loop. See? There's 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. So each part of this, it looks kind of like a braid section, this little teardrop shape. Each of those is 1 chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, yarn over and pull through, 5. Yarn over and pull through, 6. Yarn over and pull through, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Alright, so there's our finished chain. And the reason why we did 11 stitches, since it's such a weird number, is that we need room to work vertically. And that's what this extra stitch is going to be. We're not going to work into this stitch on the next row. It's just going to be that little bit of space that allows us to move vertically. So what we're going to do is we're going to work into this chain, the second chain from the hook. So in order to do that, we're going to yarn over, and then we're going to go under one of those humps. See? Then we're going to yarn over again, and we're just going to pull through that part on the chain. So now we should have 3 loops on our hook. So to finish this, we're going to yarn over, and we're going to pull through all 3. So there's your first half double crochet done. So once again, yarn over, go into the next chain, yarn over, pull through that chain. Now we have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. Alright. So once again, yarn over, go into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. Alright, one more time, yarn over, push through the hump, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. So I'm just going to go ahead and work to the end of this row, and then I'll show you how to move up vertically once again. Alright, so there's the first row done. And if you could tell while I was working it, it did curl a little bit. That can be quite normal. It's just because typically the chain ends up being a little tighter than this. It will even out over time, and if for some reason it doesn't, a good secret to fix that is to use a bigger hook size for your chain and then a smaller one for your stitches. Like, I'm using a 6.5 for my stitches. You could use a 7 or even maybe a 7.5 just to give that chain a little extra slack so it doesn't curl up on you. Alright, so now to move up to the next row, we're just going to chain 1. We are going to turn our work, and then we are going to do the same thing we were doing before. Yarn over, push through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 3. Alright, and feel free to pause or rewind this as much as you need to. Once you feel comfortable with this stitch, it will be a lot easier, I promise. It sounds a lot more confusing than it is. Alright. So this seems like a pretty good place to stop. I just went ahead and I stitched one more row, that way you can see how this builds up. So as you can see, here's 1 row, and then 2 rows, and 3 rows. Alright. So that is how you work the half double crochet stitch. And here's what So in today's video, we went over how to do the half double crochet stitch. And thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it helped. If you have any recommendations for future videos or any questions, please comment down below. And other than that, if you want to see any future videos, or if you're learning how to crochet and any of these videos are helping you along, please like, comment, share, subscribe. It really does help out the channel. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and keep on stitching.